Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Buccaneers are #1 in pass TDs, and they go up against the Jets defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Jets. Now the rookie seventh rounder, it's Elijah Hood. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Hood. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Kelly. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. see if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's Peterman. Gets it to the rookie from Penn State. It's Chris Godwin. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
No, check, Patriot!
Here's Kelly from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the carry, it's Hood. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Design run for their wideout. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. Oh, fighting off the defender. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
3 yards to go on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right on the 30-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
2nd down, Peterman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers.
Leopard. Here we go now. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On second down, here's Peterman. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Quick strip. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week, and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They run again with Hood. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3-19.
Kelly. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
3-19. 3-19. Watching that, Barney. No. Here we go.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go now.
On first down, Peterman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Willie Young from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. it's second down. Cook. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Leopard! Set! Green, 39! Over! Now let's go!
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Off the bootleg, Kelly. Completes it to Lee. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They run here with Hood. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
This is Hood on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now Kelly operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10 now. Peterman. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. On the carry, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Another run, this time Forte. And he's able to get up here to the 26. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 66 yards on the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the gun, it's Peterman. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
All right, here we go.
A toss to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
All right, now look at Pepper. Pepper, here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Kelly. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Kelly from the gun. He'll throw. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Stewart. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Peterman to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd and 10. Peterman again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Peterman on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watching that, Marty. Watching that, Marty. Marty. Set. Please.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Set. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching that, Marty. Marty. Here we go now. Over.
They run it again with Cook, fighting him off. And some room to maneuver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go.
Now Peterman on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lane.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Kelly to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watching that, Marty. Here we go now. Green, 39. Let's go, Philly.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Cook following the penalty. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set. Green 30.
From the shotgun, Peterman. Completes it right side to Dodson. Josh Dodson, the 40, the 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
They come out here in the eye. They try again with Cook. Gets past one man, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Toss play to Sims. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there, 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Second down and just 1.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Here's Kelly to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stewart. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gone! All right, here we go. Leopard!
Operating from the gun. Kelly. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No. All right, here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Shedding the tackle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. To throw is Peterman. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. The gun, Peterman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken it around the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go.
Now a first down throw. Kelly is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Going right side here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kelly. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So now it's left in the hands of their defense to come up with an immediate stop.
And this is where you count on your stars on defense. Can they come up with a game-altering play here? Can they knife through into the backfield and pop the ball free? Can they make that type of a play that gives them another opportunity? And what do we say? One timeout.
Yep.
But you get a second
2-minute warning.
with a 2-minute warning, so they've got to use those well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing now is Peterman. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I don't think
and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Peterman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw, Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Now Kelly. Throwing deep for Stewart. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and it's 3rd and short. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here as they maneuver into the outside of his range. He steps up and drills it from long distance.
And Brandon, that was no gimme, was it? These kickers, though, all they want is a chance. And he knew that one was good the second it left his foot. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Back to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you...